Hello everyone. Last time we have completed Oswald's dilution law for weak acids and weak bases. There we just have to correct one thing. HA was dissociated into H plus and OH minus. Actually here it is HA. So therefore it will be H plus plus A minus instead of OH minus. Okay, therefore the Ka will be nothing but H plus, concentration of H plus into concentration of A minus upon the concentration of HA. Okay, so rest all remains the same over here. Okay, so today we'll start with autoionization of water. Okay, so to start with autoionization of water, we should understand what's the meaning of autoionization of water. Now water is nothing but H2O. Ionization means the dissociation of water into ions. The dissociation of water into ions, that means H plus and OH minus. Autoionization is nothing but referred to as the self ionization of water. Okay, so to begin with the derivation, what we are going to start is the ionization equilibrium of water is represented as, okay, the ionization equilibrium of water. That means I have to write down a reaction over here. So what will be my reaction? That is nothing but H2O. If it is water, there will be many molecules of H2O, so it will react with H2O molecule to give what? H3O plus plus OH minus. Okay, so we have to write down aqueous. This is nothing but liquid. That's the reason we are writing it as liquid. Okay, so hopefully till here it is understood how it is H3O plus and OH minus. If for example, if this is H2O, this will accept one H plus, any of the molecule, it cannot, this any one molecule will accept H plus and it will become H3O plus, plus the rest will be nothing but OH minus. Okay, now after this, once we have written the reaction, and this is reversible arrow, that means the dissociation of water is very less. The water molecule which is getting dissociated is said to be very less. Okay, so the dissociation of constant for ionization of water can be represented as K is equal to concentration of the products upon the concentration of the reactant. So it will be the concentration of H3O plus into the concentration of OH minus upon the concentration of H2O, but there are two molecules of H2O, therefore it will be nothing but raised to 2 over here. So hopefully till here it is understood nicely. Now the next thing, the dissociation of water is considered to be negligible over here, so therefore we can say that we can bring it over here. So it will be nothing but what? Concentration of H2O raised to 2 into K, that is equal to H3O plus into OH minus. Now the majority of the molecules of water remains undissociated. Therefore I can say, I can take that thing as a constant. So if I say concentration of H2O is taken as K dash, then I can write in place of H2O as what? K dash into K is nothing but equal to H3O plus into OH minus over here. Okay, same, how many molecules? If it is 3, 4, 5, that doesn't matter because that is the molecule is taken as constant over here. So we can write it as, instead of K dash, we will instead of H2O molecules, we can write it as K dash into K, that is equal to nothing but rest remains the same over here. Now constant into constant, we can write it as nothing but one more constant. We can say, like for example, any constant, if it is 2 and 3, it will be 3 2s are 6, so that will be also a constant over there. Therefore we can write it as what? Instead of that, I can write it as Kw is equal to concentration of H3O plus into concentration of OH minus. Okay, now what is Kw over here? Kw is nothing but equal to K dash into K, that is nothing but called as the ionic product of water, that is nothing but called as the ionic product of water. Okay, so hopefully till here it is understood. This is very important. Kw, nothing but called as the ionic product of water, is equal to the product of the concentration of hydronium ion and hydroxide ion. Okay, so the product of molar concentration of hydronium ion and hydroxyl ion at equilibrium in pure water at a constant temperature is said to be nothing but the ionic product of water. Okay, now for example, after doing many experiments and all, okay, the value of concentration of OH minus was found to be equal to the concentration of H3O plus, or otherwise called as H plus, any one you can say. So therefore I can say that if the concentration of H3O plus is equal to the concentration of OH minus, and that is equal to 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 7, then I can write it as, I can substitute the value in the above equation. Let this be equation number 1. Okay, fine. Now the unit over here will be simple, mole per liter, simple. Okay, so I'll just substitute the value. So what it will be, that is nothing but this equation. Okay, so Kw is equal to concentration of H3O plus is nothing but 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 7 into 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 7. So after solving this, I'll get the value as nothing but what, 1 into 10 raised to minus 7, 10 raised to minus 7, law of indices, a raised to m into a raised to n is nothing but a raised to m plus n. So it will be nothing but minus 7 plus minus 7. So minus will be plus, and it will be nothing but raised to minus 14. So it is nothing but 1 into 10 raised to minus 14. So Kw is nothing but referred to as 1 into, this is nothing but the value at particular temperature. That thing is nothing but at 298 Kelvin. Okay, so hopefully this thing is understood. Once again we'll just revise what is ionization of water, auto ionization of water. It is very simple. Nothing but auto ionization is referred to as the self ionization of water. There what will happen, the water molecules will be ionized as H3O plus plus OH minus. So once we know that many of the molecules of water will be undissociated in this case, therefore we can write it as what, K is nothing but equal to the concentration of H3O plus into the concentration of OH minus upon the concentration of the reactant side. Okay, now many of the molecules remains undissociated, therefore we can say that is nothing but constant. Therefore at the end we will get the value as Kw is equal to H3O plus, concentration of H3O plus into concentration of OH minus. Okay, so after substituting the value of H3O plus and OH minus, we got it as Kw equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 14. You have to remember this value. Okay, so next very important topic is nothing but the pH scale. Next very important topic is nothing but the pH scale. Okay, now to understand what do you mean by pH scale and all, we'll first know what is the definition of pH and pOH. Okay, now we know that pH is nothing but to understand about the acidity or the basicity of the solution. Okay, we can, by using pH scale or pH paper, pH solution, universal indicator, everything, we find out the pH of a solution, whether that is acid or base. Okay, so let's understand what do you mean by pH there. Okay, so pH is nothing but the negative logarithm to the base 10 of the concentration of H plus ion in solution in mole Dm raised to minus 3. Now as the definition says, we will be writing that in the mathematical equation. What is that? pH is equal to negative logarithm. So it is negative log to the base 10 of the concentration of H plus ions. The concentration is expressed in mole per liter, or we can also call it as mole dm raised to minus 3. Similar way, if we write down pOH, the pOH of a solution will be defined as the negative logarithm to the base 10 of the concentration of OH minus ion in solution in mole dm raised to minus 3. The difference between pH and pOH is nothing but, in case of pH, we will be taking into consideration the concentration of H plus ions, and in case of pOH, we will be taking into consideration the concentration of OH minus ions. Okay, so this is very important formula which you have to remember. Okay, so next we will learn the relationship between pH and pOH. Again, an important derivation. Now, to begin the derivation of, or to find out the relation between pH and pOH, we have to begin with the ionic product of water. The ionic product of water is nothing but Kw is equal to concentration of H3O plus into the concentration of OH minus. Now, we know that Kw is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 14 at 298 Kelvin, right? So, after substituting the value, the above equation, what I will get? 1 into 10 raised to minus 14 is equal to concentration of H3O plus into concentration of OH minus. Okay, so we will be solving this thing now. Now, after getting this value, we will be taking log on both the sides. Okay, taking log on both the sides. Okay, so first I'll write this thing. So what will be the log of this thing? It is nothing but log the base 10 of the concentration of H3O plus log to the base 10 to the concentration of OH minus will be nothing but equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 14 is nothing but 10 raised to minus 14. So we can directly write it as log to the base 10 raised to minus 14. Okay, so log 10 is nothing but 1. So this value will be nothing but directly this will log a raised to m is nothing but written as m log a. Okay, so I can directly write it is nothing but minus 14. Okay, this everything will remain same. Log 10 concentration of H3O plus log to the base 10 concentration of OH minus. Now what I'll be doing is I'll multiply the whole equation by minus. Okay, so what difference it will form over here? This will be nothing but negative log to the base 10 of H3O plus. This will be nothing but plus minus. If I put minus over here, I can directly write it as minus, or for your reference, minus log to the base 10 concentration of OH minus, that is equal to minus and minus. Here also it will be multiplied by minus, so minus and minus becomes plus. So it will be nothing but 14. Now we know that, you have to write down there, we know that according to the definitions of pH and pOH, we can say this thing is nothing but referred to as pH and this thing is nothing but referred to as pOH. So this thing is nothing but pH plus pOH is equal to nothing but equal to 14. Okay, so this thing is very important equation. If I have to find out pH or pOH from this equation, it will be simple. It is nothing but pOH will be nothing but 14 minus pH, and similarly pH will be equal to 14 minus pOH. Okay, so this equation is also very very important. This thing is very simple, only you have to remember the ionic product of water, and you have to solve. You have to substitute the value of Kw, and afterwards take negative log, and you will get the value of this thing. So simple derivation. Next, we have to understand what do you mean by acidicity, basicity, and neutrality of aqueous solution. Okay. Till now, hopefully many might be knowing that CH3COOH is nothing but acid. As we have learned, the one which contains, according to different theories, we know what is acid and what is base. But simply by looking the solution, we may not be able to understand what is an acid and what is a base. So to identify what is acid and base, we have some scale, that is nothing but pH scale over here, and in that there is a range of values which will tell me what is a neutral solution, what is a acidic solution, and what is a basic solution. To find out all this thing, we have either universal indicator we can use, pH paper we can use. Okay, but we should know the theory behind all these things. Okay, so first let's understand what is a neutral solution. Now in pure water, you know, water is nothing but H2O. Now H2O will be having H plus as well as OH minus. So when water molecule will be taking H plus ions, it will form hydronium ion. Hydronium ion is nothing but H3O plus. So we can say that instead of, you can either write H plus or H3O plus. So it will be nothing but the concentration of H3O plus is equal to OH minus in case of neutral solution. Okay, that means it is nothing but equal to 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 7 molar. Therefore I can say what pH is equal to negative log to the base 10 of H plus ion. H3O plus ion is similar to H plus ion, so here we are writing H plus ions over here. So that thing is nothing but equal to minus log to the base 10 of 1 into 10 raised to minus 7. Simply I can write it as 10 raised to minus 7 over here. So I know that log 10 is nothing but equal to 1. This minus 7 will go in the front, so it will be nothing but the value is nothing but equal to 7. So in the neutral solution, the pH will be equal to 7. Okay, so for neutral solution, what will be the pH? The pH will be equal to nothing but 7 in this case. Okay, so see, this is nothing but my neutral solution. pH scale 7, that is nothing but 10 raised to minus 7 will be the concentration there. Okay, so next we'll understand what is acidic solution and basic solution. Now this, to a very simple acidic solution, what will be more? The concentration of H3O plus ions will be more, and in case of basic solution, the concentration of OH minus ions will be more. So I can just write here what will be more? The concentration of H3O plus will be greater than the concentration of OH minus, and in case of basic solution, the concentration of OH minus ions will be more than the concentration of H3O plus ions. Okay, so if I find out this thing, this will be the reverse. Okay, so what is this thing? Now I can say that this means the H3O plus concentration will be more than 7. Okay, so this thing is nothing but what? The H3O plus concentration will be more than what? 1 into 10 raised to minus 7. That means if it is more than 10 raised to minus 7, the concentration is more. That means if it is minus, the negative thing is considered to be more. So that means if this is my pH 10 raised to minus 7, which is big? 10 raised to minus 7 is bigger, or 10 raised to minus 6 is bigger? 10 raised to minus 6 is bigger. So whatever the bigger concentration over here, this is nothing but referred to as acidic solution. So I can say the pH since will be less than 7 in this case. Hopefully you understood the logic behind this thing. acidic solution, the concentration of H3O plus ions is greater than the concentration of OH minus ions. Now we know that H3O plus ions, what is a pH? It is nothing but referred to as 7. Okay, simple. That means the concentration over here is more. H3O plus ions concentration is 1.07. That means it is more than that. Since it is more than that, in the pH scale we can refer that 10 raised to minus 7 concentration is more, or 10 raised to minus 7, minus 6 is more. It is nothing but 10 raised to minus 6 is more. Negative is bigger in case of negative is bigger, okay, over here. So not over here, simply in max, if there is negative sign, the smaller number is referred to as more over here. Okay, so H3O plus, therefore the pH is nothing but less than 7 in this case. So similar way, so what is that? H3O plus concentration over here. Okay, so in case of this thing, the pH will be more than 7. The pH will be more than 7. So I can say that H3O plus concentration over here will be less than what? 1 into 10 raised to minus 7. Therefore I can say that pH will be here what? Greater than 7. Here the pH will be greater than 7. pH is nothing but referred to as the negative log to the base 10 of H plus ion concentration. Therefore we are always comparing it with H3O plus. Everywhere we are comparing it with H3O plus. Okay, so hopefully this thing is understood nicely over here. Okay, so that means more than pH 7 is nothing but referred to as basic solution. Less than pH 7 is said to be acidic solution in this case. Okay, so you have to remember 7, if it is pH 7, then it is considered to be a neutral solution. If it is pH more than 7, then it is considered to be basic solution, and if it is pH less than 7, then it is said to be acidic solution. Okay, so now we will do some sums based on the formulas till now. Okay, so some formulas which we will be using will be nothing but, first formula which we will be using is simple. It will be pH is equal to minus log to the base 10 of concentration of H plus ions. Second formula which we will be using is POH equal to negative log to the base 10 of OH minus ions. Then it will be, third one will be pH plus POH is equal to 14. Then of Oswald dilution law, there are some formulae. What are that? It will be nothing but alpha is equal to square root of Ka upon C if it is for acid, or it will be alpha is equal to Kb upon C for base. And one more important formula over here, fifth one, percentage dissociation. Percentage dissociation is nothing but equal to alpha into 100. Okay, and the degree of dissociation can be found out, or the concentration related to the concentration of each of the ions can be found out by writing a reaction. So these are some formulas which we will be using for the problems. Okay, so let's start with the problem now. Okay, so first we have to understand the problem. Okay, the dissociation constant of NH4OH is this much. Okay, so OH is nothing but a base, so the dissociation constant will be nothing but given as Kb. Okay, so the Kb is nothing but equal to 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5. Okay, now calculates its degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation is nothing but referred to as what? Alpha is equal to question mark, and what is again given? Concentration. So C is nothing but equal to 0.01 molar. Okay, so concentration is given, alpha is asked, and Kb is also given. So simple formula what we'll be using over here is nothing but, where is the formula? So we'll be using this formula, alpha equal to square root of Kb upon C. So it will be nothing but, what is the formula used? Alpha is equal to square root of Kb upon C. Now what is asked? This thing, this 2 is given, so it will be nothing but square root of 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5 upon C is nothing but 0.01. I'll solve one of the problem fully and give you even the log calculation I'll be doing for this problem. Rest all you will be doing, I'll be directly giving you the answer for that. Okay, so if I want to solve this thing, this is square root. Instead of square root can be represented as raised to half. Square root can be referred to as what? It can be raised to half over here. So I can say that if I apply log, it will be nothing but equal to half log now 0.01. Okay, so instead of that thing, what I can write is, I can bring this thing up. So 0.01 instead of 0.01, it is nothing but, if I take this thing back, it is nothing but 1 into, if it is going to the right, it is negative, so it is nothing but into 10 raised to minus 2. So 10 raised to minus 2, when it will come up, it will be nothing but 10 raised to plus 2. So minus 5 plus 2 will be nothing but minus 3 over here in this case. So I can say it is nothing but log of 1.8 plus what? It is minus 3. So it will be directly minus 3 in this case. Okay, hopefully till here it is understood. Half log of this thing. Okay, so I have to find the value of log 1.8. So since it is 1.8, I can write it as half log, it will be 0, right? It will be 0.18. We have to understand it is 1. If it is 1, it will be taken as 0 over here. So 18's 0 I have to understand over here. Where is 18? Logarithm of 18. So 18, 0 is 2553. So I will get the value as 2553. Plus minus is minus 3. Now I have to solve this value. So equal to half. So after solving this thing, what will be the value over here? I'll solve over here. It will be 3.0000 minus 0.2553. So it will be nothing but 10, 9, and here it is 2. Okay, so it is 7, 4, again 4, 7.2. okay, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so the value over here is nothing but equal to, and this is minus over here, so it is minus 2.7447. okay, now after solving this thing, what will happen over here? I can cancel this 2 by this. Okay, so 2 ones are 2, point, 2 3s are 6, 1 carry, 2 7s are 14, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, and 1 carry will happen, and it is nothing but 4. So it is 1.37235. It is nothing but 1.37235 is a value over here. Now negative, so here it will be nothing but negative value will be there. Okay, so after this, if it is negative, if I want to take anti-log, we cannot take anti-log of the negative thing. So first I have to make this thing as positive. Okay, so till here I have taken the log. Now I have to make it as positive. So what I will be doing is, I have to simple, if it is minus 1 over here, I will be making it as plus 2 and minus 2, 1 greater. If it is minus 3, I will add plus 4 and minus 4. If it is minus 5, I will add plus 6 and minus 6. So that will not make any difference. So what I will be doing is, it will be plus 2 minus 2. So if I solve this 2 value, I will get a positive thing. Okay, so what is that value? It will be nothing but 2.00000. I'll make it as 4 over here. Okay, I'll bring, because in the anti-log table it is only till 4 digits. Okay, so I'll make it round off till 4 digit. So it will be nothing but what? 1.3724. Okay, so this thing is negative. Okay, so this will be 10, 9, 9, 9, and it is 1. 10 minus 4 is 6, 9 minus 2 is 9, 7, 9 minus 7 is 3, right? 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is 2, here 6 point, over here it is 0. Okay, so I got the value as 6276. 6276, and this negative I can write it in form of bar. This negative I can write it in form of bar. So this is nothing but my final value. Now I can apply anti-log for this value. Now what will be the answer? It is very simple. Directly the one which is written over here will be going as into 10 raised to minus 2. I have to take the value from the anti-log table for the rest. Okay, so you can see it is 0.62. Okay, so I have to take 0.62. I have to break it. It's 7 and 6. So I will find the value. It is nothing but 4236 plus 7 is 7. 4236 plus 7. So it will be nothing but 4236 plus 7. So it is 13, 4. This is 2, 4. Okay, so I got the value as nothing but 4, 2, 9, 10, 11. What is this? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 4, 2, 4, 3, and after 1 point I'll write down the digit over here. So this is nothing but the final value what I'll be getting after solving all these things. Okay, so hopefully you understood the log calculation over here. I just wanted you to understand that this thing is nothing but alpha. Whenever it is square root, you can take raised to 1 upon 2 and you can solve. So if it is, see, this is nothing but raised, it can be written as 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 3 raised to half. So therefore this will go as what? Half log the value. Okay, so that's why we have solved in this manner and you got the value as this thing. Okay, so hopefully till here it is understood nicely. If you have any problem, you can just let me know. Okay, now next we will solve the next one, second problem. Once you understood the first problem, see, if you know the formula and you know the calculation how to do it, each and every problem over here, it is very simple. Okay, now next, calculate H3O plus in 0.1 mole dm cube of solution of acetic acid if this thing is given. Now what is given? What that I'll write first. So Ka is given as 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5. Now I'll be directly giving you the answer. Okay, so Ka is equal to nothing but 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5, and calculate concentration. So what is asked? H3O plus concentration is asked, and in 0.1 mole dm cube of the solution. That thing is nothing but C equal to 0.1 mole dm cube. Dm raised to, it should be minus 3 over here. Okay, so this is nothing but the given value. Calculate this thing that is asked, mole per dm cube solution, and this thing is given. Sorry. Next, I'll be starting with the formula. Now, to understand it, to find the concentration of this thing, Ka and C is given. So I can find the value of alpha first. So what I can find first, alpha is equal to nothing but square root of Ka upon C. So I can write it as it is nothing but 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5 upon 0.1. So after solving this, I'll get a value of 1.34 into 10 raised to minus 2. Once this thing is understood, once I found this value, what next I'll be doing is, what is given, CH3COH is given. So I'll do the dissociation, because to understand the concentration of CH3CO plus, I have to understand the concentration of H3O plus, first I have to dissociate from where I am getting this H3O plus. Okay, so CH3COOH, when dissolved in water, it is a weak acid, so it is partially dissolved. Therefore, I will get the value as CH3COO minus, and this plus will be taken by H2O. So it will be nothing but H3O plus. So from here, I got H3O plus ion. Now, to find the concentration of here, we know that we have learnt that in Oswald dilution law, if alpha degree is getting dissociated of each case. Okay, so if there are 1 moles in the beginning, at the end the concentration will be 1 minus alpha into C. Okay, that means alpha into C will be getting dissociated and the concentration will be this much. So therefore I can say the concentration of H3O plus is nothing but equal to alpha into C, and therefore the value is nothing but equal to alpha is nothing but 1.34 into 10 raised to minus 2 into what is C over here, it is nothing but 0.1. So the value is nothing but equal to 1.34 into 10 raised to minus 3 mole per liter or mole per dm cube, whatever you want to write, you can write down over here. So hopefully till here it is understood. This was very simple. Only thing is you have to do the calculation similar to this thing. Okay. So 2 more problems, we'll do it fast. Okay, so calculate pH and pOH of so solution over here. Okay, now for this thing, to find out the pH and pOH of 0.01 molar HCl solution. So what is this molar given? If it is, see, by seeing the unit you can understand what is that. Okay, if it is molar given, that is nothing but referred to as the concentration. If it is mole per liter or mole dm raised to minus cube, everything is referred to as concentration. Okay, so what is given we have to calculate. Now this is a acid. HCl solution is nothing but an acid. That means the concentration of H plus ions are given to be 0.01. The concentration of H plus ions are given to be 0.01, or you can also write it as, instead of H plus ions you can also refer to as H3O plus ions. So let's start with this thing. So we know that the concentration of H plus, or that is equal to the concentration of H3O plus, is given to be 0.01 molar. Okay, now once I know this thing, what I can calculate, pH is equal to minus log to the base 10 of the concentration of 0.01 H plus ions. Okay, so first write down the formula please. So first you will be writing minus log to the base 10 of the concentration minus log to the base 10 to the concentration of H plus ions. Then you will use this formula, you substitute the value over here, then you can solve it. Minus log to the base 10, 0.01 can be referred to as nothing but 1 into this 2 place going to the right, that means it is negative, that means into 10 raised to minus 2. Okay, so if it is into 10 raised to minus 2, this minus will come in the front, so it will be nothing but minus 2 into minus will be nothing but 2 log 10. Log 10 is referred to as 1, so the pH is nothing but 2 over here. Okay, so hopefully you understood log 10 is always minus 1, you can just see in the log table. Okay, so now I have to understand what is pOH. Now I know the formula, pH plus pOH is equal to 14. So what will be pOH equal to? pOH will be equal to 14 minus pH. Okay, so that is nothing but 14 minus 2, that is equal to 12. So you got the value of pH is equal to 2 and pOH is equal to 12 in this case. Hopefully understood nicely. Next, last problem. The pH of monoacidic weak base is 11.2. Calculates its percentage dissociation in 0.02 molar solution. Okay, the pH of a monoacidic base is given. What is that? 11.2. Okay, so the pH of a monoacidic weak base, so that means weak base, the pH is given. That means I can find out pOH from here. Since it is base, I have to find out pOH to find out the rest case. Okay, so what is pOH equal to? pOH will be equal to 14 minus pH, that is equal to 14 minus 11.2, that is nothing but equal to 2.8. So I got the value of pOH equal to 2.8. Okay, now since I know the value of pOH, now what is asked over here? Calculate its percentage dissociation. What is asked? Percentage dissociation is equal to question mark. That means you know, for in formula of percentage dissociation, that is nothing but alpha into 100. That means I have to anyhow find out the value of alpha to get my percentage dissociation. Now how can I get the value of alpha there? Alpha can be, I'll get the value of alpha from the concentration of OH minus ions. Now from where I'll get the concentration of OH minus ion? I have to write down BOH will be dissociated into B plus plus OH minus. So similar way, if it is 1 minus alpha into C, this thing will be alpha into C, and this thing will be alpha into C in all the cases. Okay, now I know the concentration of OH minus is nothing but alpha into C. Okay, now what is given in 0.02 molar? The concentration of OH minus is given. What is the concentration of OH minus over here? It is nothing but 0.02. And sorry, what is given? The concentration, what is given over here? The concentration is given. Okay, now I have to find out first the negative logarithm. Yeah, I have to find out the concentration first. What is given? The concentration of a solution is given. So I'll be using this formula. Before that thing, I have to find out the value of concentration of OH minus ions. To find the value of concentration of OH minus ions, I'll solve over here. Okay, so I'll write down pOH equal to minus log to the base 10 of the concentration of OH minus ions. Okay, now that is equal to what is pH is given. pH is nothing but 2.8, that is equal to minus log to the base 10 of concentration of OH minus ion. Now to solve this thing, you have to take the log over here. Okay, so I have to take minus 2.8 equal to log to the base 10 of the concentration of OH minus ion. Now again this thing is similar. See, multiply going to that side will become divide, plus it will go minus. Okay, similar way when we say that if it is log over here, if it is going to the other side, it will become anti-log. To cancel that thing, it will become anti-log. Okay, so I have to take anti-log of this negative thing. Now before taking anti-log, I have to make this thing as what? Positive number. So I'll make till the positive number, and afterwards you will solve the rest of the thing. Okay, so to make it positive, what I'll be doing is minus 2.8 plus 3 minus 3. So after solving it, I'll get the value. I'll solve this thing. Okay, I'll get this value to be nothing but equal to 0.2. So this thing is nothing but, I told you the rest is, this will become as 3 bar. After solving this, I will get the value, a positive value, that is nothing but 0.2. So I can write it as 3 bar 0.2 equal to log to the base 10 of concentration of OH minus ion. So here it will be nothing but, if it goes that side, it will be anti-log. So anti-log of 3 bar 0.2 will be nothing but concentration of OH minus ions. Okay, so if we find out the value of this thing, the concentration of OH minus will be approximately equal to 1.585 into 10 raised to minus 3 mole dm raised to minus 3 over here. So now I know the value of OH minus ions over here. So what I will be doing is, I will substitute the value of OH minus ion 1.585 into 10 raised to minus 3 equal to alpha I don't know. So into what is C? C is nothing but 0.02. So I have to divide this value. So alpha is equal to 1.585 into 10 raised to minus 3 upon 0.02 will be nothing but, after solving this, I'll get a value as 0.07925. Now once I get alpha, it is very simple. What is the next thing? It is nothing but alpha percentage dissociation is nothing but alpha into 100. That thing is nothing but, alpha is nothing but 0.07925 into 100. Okay, so multiplied by 100, it will be nothing but 7.925%. So this thing is very important problem. Similar problems are there at the back of your lesson, so please do that problems. Very important. Rest all problems were very simple. If it is given pH of a base, okay, base is given. So once it is base, the pH is given, you have to find out, first thing is to pOH. Okay, now what is calculate its percentage dissociation, this thing was asked, and C is nothing but 0.02 molar is given. Okay, now to arrive at the percentage dissociation, we have to think in a reverse manner. Percentage dissociation, the formula is nothing but alpha into 100. That means I have to find alpha. Now alpha from where I can find out? I know that by this equation, alpha is nothing but what? Alpha into C, that means concentration of OH minus. From here, if I understood, I can find out the value of alpha. So first, next thing is, after finding pOH, I will be going to find the concentration of OH minus ion. Once the concentration of OH minus is taken, I can directly use a formula by writing this reaction over here. So hopefully this thing is understood. Only the formulas, and you have to understand. You have to go reverse, and you have to think from where we can get the value of percentage dissociation in this case. So please, this kind of problem, please do it thoroughly. Then only you will understand how to do this. Okay, any confusion, you can just let me know. Okay, fine. Okay then, thank you.